All right, have you heard about Area 51? I'm sort of obsessed about this because over 30 years ago, Bob Lazar came forward and he exposed the world of UFOs to all of us, and then he went radio silent.
Yeah, we didn't hear anything. That is, until now. He has never let any filmmaker into the private world of his daily life. Jeremy Kenyon Lockyer Corbell explores Lazar's claims in a rare and never seen before footage in Bob Lazar, Area 51, and Flying Saucers. And the director-producer joining us this morning. Jeremy, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me on, yeah.
If for people who are not familiar with Area 51,
sure,
tell us what it is.
Okay, so in 1989, my mentor in journalism, George Knapp, broke a story about a man named Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar came forward, said, I work for the United States military, reverse engineering an alien propulsion system, flying saucers, that he worked on gravity wave amplification system. That was his claim, and for 30 years, George Knapp has been on the case trying to prove or disprove Bob Lazar. Luckily, he let me in his life, and I've been able to do this film now. #1 on iTunes, documentary. Bob Lazar, Area 51, Flying Saucers. It will change the landscape of the debate.
So, Jeremy, how do you know Bob Lazar is telling the truth?
Well, it doesn't matter how I know. It matters how you know. So by watching the film, you're going to hear and see things that are new evidence, new things that have happened over 30 years. That's something you need to decide, your reality. Otherwise, someone else is going to decide it for you. How I know that Bob Lazar is telling the truth is because I've been exposed to his daily life for years now. His mom believes him, his wife believes him, but more importantly, I've been able to uncover evidence that was unavailable for 30 years.
Like what?
Such as?
Yeah.
There's a number of things, but as an example, nobody knew that there was a place called S4, which is the actual sub-base of Area 51 where he worked, except for Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar also knew the times and the exact dates to show people what looked like a flying saucer flying over Papoose Lake. Again, separate from...
I saw that video in the documentary.
And he knew when the test flights were going. And there's all these bits of evidence that over the years we've been able to prove. I found the guy that did the security clearance for him in 1989.
Was it difficult to find these individuals?
You know, Facebook is a heck of a thing.
Is that
you know? Yeah, I was able to use these kind of spider bots to go into social media and find people that says, I know Bob or I know Bob Lazar. So I used different kind of modern techniques to find witnesses. And that's the different world we're living in.
All right, so we have a clip from this documentary.
Cool.
Let's take a look.
My name's Bob Lazar. I'm known for working at a classified base known as S4 out in the Nevada desert near Area 51. And there, we reverse engineered alien spacecraft. And it's changed my life a lot. You know, it's probably changed every aspect of it.
Positive or negative?
Well, for the most part, negative. I mean, it's really difficult to find positive aspects of that. I mean, I'm sure there are some here and there, but most of them were negative.
Well, because he was raided by the FBI, right, and he was discredited by everybody, but he claims that he actually was in a spaceship, right?
Well, he actually got to walk inside of one that he was working on, and he didn't think it was extraterrestrial. He thought, oh, look at this, a flying saucer. Our government had it. All those people that thought flying saucer. He stepped inside. He realized that the chairs were too small. Everything about it was ominous and was alien. And look, his detractors have been holding the microphone for over 30 years now. We took the microphone back, and that's what this film does.
So why now? Why did he feel like, first of all, trust you, and feel like it was time to speak?
Especially because when I was making the documentary, he did get raided by the FBI. That's in my film. It was actually a multi-agency raid. They were looking for something. The core of his story is about an element called Element 115. It was the fuel source of these extraterrestrial craft. So look, when you get to it, bottom line, it's about, is his story worthy of our trust? But you need to have the right information in order to decide that.
It's fascinating. Where is he these days?
He has a business called United Nuclear, and that's in Michigan, and it's a scientific supply and consulting company.
And he also says that he did an autopsy on an alien?
No.
That's not true?
No, he was given briefings that he was to read that might apply to his scientific work of power and propulsion of these craft, and one of those briefings had images of an alien body being dissected. So the stories go wild. The real truth is in the movie. Everything you read on the internet, it's not reliable. Watch watch the movie.
Well, it's doing really
yes,
it's doing well on iTunes, right?
It is #1, baby. This is like a cool UFO with Mickey Rourke. By the way, he narrates my film, and I think that brought it to a level. You know,
totally.
he's an powerful narrator.
Right. Congratulations to you, Jeremy.
Thank you
All right,
so much.
so it's called Bob Lazar, Area 51 and Flying Saucers. You can get it right now on iTunes.
And all pay-per-view, yeah.
This story is extraordinary, especially if it's true. And it all started in the desert, just north of Las Vegas.
A local scientist who's worked at Groom Lake
said to be where top-secret weapons systems have been tested over the years.
He has asked that his identity be shielded.
Exactly what's going on up there?
What's going on up there could be the most important event in history. Physical contact and proof from another system, another planet, another intelligence.
What would happen to you if the government learned that you were giving us this information?
He just wanted to stay alive.
Maybe this has been kept from us for a good reason.
Sir, how do we know you are who you say you are?
My name's Bob Lazar. I'm known for working at a classified base and reverse engineered alien spacecraft.
It went all over the world. He put Area 51 on the map.
Can we ever be made whole if we're not believed?
We can't verify what was going on in his background.
I have no motivation to lie. The science and the technology can change us.
We've always looked to the skies for answers, instead of looking into ourselves.